Poddingham, on the mighty LeftLion, recorded at Paperstone Studios by foundation degree students from Confetti, lovingly facilitated by the Bijou Tommy Farmyard. This is Poddingham, Natalie Duncan.
My name's Natalie Duncan and this song's called Lonely Child.
Natalie Duncan, how are you, my darling?
Hello, I'm very good, thank you.
Yeah, you look it. You're in a good space. You happy?
Yeah, relatively, yeah.
Relatively. Don't want to be too committal about it.
No, I mean, it's not cool for me to say I'm really happy. It's not cool.
Yeah.
Got a miserable image.
We ruined it. It's not bloody grinning woman. So, 3 years nearly.
Yeah,
since we last talked.
Yeah.
In that glorious, mad room with the black walls and the sun.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I loved it. It was really good fun. Have you been up to much?
I've moved to London, so been up to quite a lot. Yeah, things are going quite well. I finished my album, and I've been signed, so things have been going quite well, I guess. And yeah, that's all I've been doing. It's been quite a lot to do, quite a lot of work. So yeah, quite pleased with that.
All consuming. So you've actually got most of it finished?
I've got it all finished. Yeah.
Wow.
Trying to work on the next one now.
Yeah. So you're writing again?
Well, at the moment, it's I basically since moving to London went for how long's it been? I think over a year I've lived in London, but yeah, I was writing loads before my album was recorded, and some of the songs on it are like I wrote one of them, I think, Villain Hands, actually a week before I recorded it, and then I think Blackthorn is on it, a song called Blackthorn, which I wrote maybe 3 years ago, I think, when we spoke. So the range of how long it's been on the album from the amount of time I've been writing is quite long, but now at the minute it's still almost just stopped. It was consistent for a year, writing almost 2 songs a week, but at the moment I've just kind of run out. But I hope that's going to come back because, yeah, like, I've got nothing to talk about now. As in, like, nothing to write, nothing really bad's happening.
Oh, is that the
Nothing dramatic.
problem?
Maybe I
Life's
think
a bit too good for Natalie Duncan.
to an extent. No, like I think there has to be a certain amount of drama, and also I have to be creative enough to write about something and have a real inspiration from something. But at the moment, it's not happening. I say at the moment, I think it's been for about maybe 4 weeks, so it's not been too long. But I'm used to writing 2 songs a week, so it's a bit.
Are you itching to get back?
Basically, yeah, yeah.
I was going to say, because there's quite a journey there, because I think 3 years ago, you were in, I want to say the Blue Bell, it's not the Blue Bell, what is it?
The Bell Inn.
The Bell Inn, that's
Yeah.
it, of course it is. And it's like, what's your journey between there and being signed? I mean, how did that unfold?
Loads has oh my God, lots has happened since the Bell Inn, I think. Like had some pretty like rough times after the Bell Inn. Like I was quite ill and I was in hospital, and then whilst that was happening, I was in hospital. Weirdly, my dad put my name forward for this thing that he got. I think Splendor might have put my name. People from Splendor anyway. They put forward some artists to the BBC, because the BBC were looking for some people to do a program with, and I don't know why my dad got this email, but he did, and it was saying, would Natalie be interested in auditioning for this program, which is focused on 12 musicians, all under 25, and they probably have maybe had to overcome some challenges in their life, and that will be a kind of a backstory. But the main point will be writing songs, and it's no X Factor theme thing. It's sort of just let's write some songs and let's play them at the Buckingham Palace and see if we can pull that off. And that was with Goldie. It was his idea. So whilst I was in hospital, I didn't realise that that was even an option for me. And then I got better, and it turned out that it seemed quite likely to happen. And I got into it. I did that, and then after the gig, people in the audience, like A&R people from EMI and Universal, and they took an interest in me, and then it all sort of snowballed from there. And I had to quit my job because I was working for Rose to Recovery in Nottingham after the Bell, and
With my old mucker Bill.
really,
Yeah, Bill used to do Poddingham with me, didn't he?
really, oh yeah. So I used to do that, and then I loved that job loads. So it came to a point where I had to choose between, because I had to keep going to London for these label meetings, so I had to choose between that job and really moving to London. So that's what I did, and I moved to London, and now I'm just doing that. So, yeah.
But somewhere along the line, you ended up playing Ronnie Scott's, didn't you? I remember seeing footage of that.
Oh God, yeah, I've played there 3 times now. I think that was that was it. After the Buckingham Palace gig, that was the first time I'd played there, because it was around then that I was getting interest from promoters and people, and Goldie helped as well. And I think I must have told Goldie that it was my dream to play at Ronnie Scott's because of all the old jazz legends and everything. And I think he knew the promoter, so he got me that gig, and then that's the one that I think was online. And then after that, they've asked me back a couple of times.
So I was saying you didn't actually enjoy it that much. I think the first one, or something about the noise. It wasn't, the atmosphere wasn't.
Yeah, it's hard for me to admit that it wasn't great because it's such a prestigious venue, and it's legendary in its own right. But I have to say the sound's not great there, basically. And that's all it is. And I think I'm quite an audiophile. If sound isn't acutely perfect in a gig, it's it's a bit of a turn off in every sense. So yeah, and it was quite upsetting for it being Ronnie Scott's, but it was still Ronnie Scott's, so I guess, and the piano was great. So.
Well, I remember the
Yeah.
bit that struck me, I think I mentioned this before, was the bit in the video, which people see online, and it just pans across this bunch of gauche sort of southerners, all just mullet stunned in the middle of this song. They're all just absolutely hypnotised.
Oh, right.
I thought, come on,
Oh,
go to
no.
Ronnie Scott's and
I don't-
hypnotise the crowd, mate.
Really?
Yeah, you always check
I
that
don't know
video.
who was filming that. I have seen that. I think
Yeah.
it was Rue.
I think so.
Yeah, but that is quite funny because it goes to my auntie and my mum, and they're just like so proud. And my mum hates looking at that because it's like she's, no one likes looking at their own face, do they? It's like,
Oh, your
no,
mum's
it's
on
me.
the... Oh, no.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, you're the important thing on this video, Mum.
no, I know she is. She's
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
I bet they must be just blown away by everything that's happened in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, I guess.
Hmm.
I'm not very good at like admitting that I've done well in any way.
I know
so
that,
I'm
Natalie.
just like,
I know that.
I guess they might think it's okay.
I
They're like,
reckon.
yeah.
Yeah, so you ended up playing in Buckingham Palace. I mean, what was that
Yeah.
like? Seems a bit surreal.
It was really surreal. It was, looking back on that, it's weird to think that it happened. It's like I see that along the same lines as recording my album. Both of those two things, I thought it was like a dream. It's like I know it happened, but it's a bit like I mentally blocked it out because it was too massive. It was like everything was pretty hideous in there. Like considering this sounds bad, but considering there's so much money in in the palace, I think they could decorate it like a little better. Like it's really red and gold, and just everything's red and gold.
Like a cinema.
Yeah, it's quite tacky, and I don't know. The experience was weird, and you come across people that you think are just a parody, like because they're so posh, like yes, and this is the acoustic room. It's got absolutely marvelous acoustic value, and like it's just like, oh wow, these people exist. Like it's just, I know that sounds like quite an ignorant thing to say, but it was just kind of like hard especially after the concert, because we weren't allowed to drink before, obviously, but afterwards it was free champagne. So I mean that was probably the most fun part, because there was a lot of celebrities types in the room that we were meeting people. We met Prince Harry, and he was actually quite down to earth. And then there was like Sheryl Crow was there, which was amazing, and I spoke to her. Loads of people from EastEnders were there, so like that's the main thing. Like,
Yeah, EastEnders.
I mean, Dawn from EastEnders was there, so
That's your real world.
I'm sure
right
Dean
there.
Gaffney was there. No, he
Dean
wasn't.
Gaffney, bless
I
him.
wish that. I wish.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Just go, well hard.
Exactly.
Natalie, should we have another song?
Okay. Yeah.
I got lovers on the washing line. I hung my honey out to dry, burning up in a broken sky. Lovers on the washing line. I hung my honey out to dry, burning up in a broken sky. They got ladders up to my head, with all the meddlers ready to climb. They got ladders up to my head, with all the meddlers ready to climb. Oh, I got lovers on the washing line. Hung my honey out to dry, burning up in a broken sky. Lovers on the washing line. Oh, my honey out to dry, burning up in a broken sky. They got ladders up to my heart, with With all the medalists ready to climb. Oh, and I got mine. They got letters up to my head. With all the medalists ready to climb. They got ladders up to my head. With all the medalists ready to climb. Oh, and I got my lovers.
So you got a whole lot of gigs coming up.
Yes, got
What are the
quite
big
a
ones?
few. I've got, well, the big ones. I've got, I'm doing the Cheltenham Jazz Festival. That's actually in May. And I'm doing the 4th and 5th of May. So I'm doing 2 45-minute sets.
Are you? That's a bit.
Yeah, it's cool. And being interviewed for Jazz FM. So exactly like this with music and in bits of me talking. But there'll be a massive audience there. I'm not
What are you
sure
saying
that's
about my
what-
Poddingham though?
Wait, wait, no. No, I much
That's
prefer
got to be
this.
exciting,
I
man.
much prefer this. Yeah, it's exciting, definitely. So there's that, and then got there's a few promo gigs that I have to do for people from the label just to check out what's new with Universal and EMI as well.
So you're already signed to them, but it's basically so they can
yeah.
see.
Yeah, I'm not
Apply
sure. I
to
think
you.
it's for media, so that I can get reviews written up and stuff. So that's an XOYO, a club called XOYO, which is in Shoreditch. That's in a week, and for that I'll only be doing 3 songs, but still pretty nerve-wracking doing that. Just because I guess I'm used to doing gigs that are for music fans and people that are just there for that reason, obviously. But still, it's good. Then
Yeah.
Half Moon on the 25th. Which is a full set, and then have a few in Knots as well, which I'm looking forward to. 2nd of June.
Oh, the half moon, full moon,
Oh, the Half Moon.
half moon.
The Half Moon.
This
Is it
is
the
the
Half
club
Moon?
with loads of bands seem to come
Yeah.
up through, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's quite a vibe
You
place,
know,
isn't it?
I'd never heard of it until moving there, and I've been there actually to see my friend play, and yeah, it's wicked. It's it's like a bit of a cinema type. It's weird. Sit down seats, but the seats are attached to the floor.
Sweet.
And then they have stand up comedy there as well, which you can't expect from me. But if everything goes wrong,
But then over
Yeah.
the summer you're back in Nottingham, you're playing.
Yeah.
There's 3 that spring to mind, maybe 2.5, maybe.
yes,
Two.
there's 2.5. Yeah, the 2nd of June, which is going to be at the Social, at the Bodega, which is supporting Submotion Orchestra, who are so worth seeing. If you don't already know about them, it's like I'm an advert for them. But anyway, and then there's the Contemporary, which I think's in July, but I'll probably that'll definitely be promoted on LeftLion,
Massively.
because I'm not sure the date, but it's gonna have Liam Bailey and Nina Smith and Chris McDonald. So
Your old mucker,
and who?
Harley Blue as well.
And Harley Blue, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, more,
That's gonna be excellent.
It's gonna be absolutely amazing. So looking forward to that.
And maybe not. We're not sure. Splendor
Yeah,
over the summer for LeftLion. We don't know.
more than
but hopefully.
likely. I
Yeah.
think. I mean, I don't want to. I can't confirm that one, but
No,
yeah. So hopefully those 3.
that's
yeah.
the joy of having a manager, isn't it?
Yeah, well, or the not the joy. I don't know.
Well, it's just reality, I guess.
Yeah,
But then you've got the actual albums hopefully coming out in roughly that sort of timescale, isn't it?
yeah. It's going to be the 18th of June, which could be moved, but we're hoping that's definitely the day now. So 18th of June. It's-
How was that? I've not spoken to anybody who's recorded a proper album before. What was it like?
Really? Well, I can safely say it was just the best experience of my life. It was,
Wicked.
I didn't know happiness until that 2 weeks. So, yeah, I
Wow.
don't think that's as far as I'll go. Honestly, it was called Real World, Peter Gabriel Studio, which is, it's like a little haven, like there's a lake and like a cottage that I stayed in, which was Peter Gabriel's, with the most phenomenal speakers. The sound system in there was, I know what my ambition in life is now, and it's just to buy those. That's all it is.
I was
So-
wondering that, yeah.
and then the musicians were, well, they were brought over from America by the producer who's called Joe Henry, and he did, well, he's known for loads of different things, quite bluesy stuff, like Solomon Burke, like real rootsy kind of musician himself. So his sort of attitude towards recording is to do everything live. So we did everything live, no sort of overdub. Well, there was overdubs, but you know, everything was in one room. So, and yeah, the musicians I was given were like Greg Cohen, who plays with Bob Dylan, played with. Even.
Don't you know?
I know, it was.
It must be mind blowing.
It was silly. I mean, like, imagine like it was a residential, so imagine going to dinner, like just sitting down next to Bob Dylan's ex-bassist, and it's like so. He's just talking about things that are totally, completely out of my wildest imagination. It's just like, you've actually done these things and been there, and I've, you know, I can't even put it into words, as you can see. It's not going well, but
No, I think it is.
Yeah.
Did you not? It's coming across though. What a mind blowing experience it must have been.
all of them, yeah, all the musicians. There was him, and there was a guy called Patrick who just did arrangements for the strings, and there was they brought in a string quartet like for a couple of songs, and then there was a fantastic drummer, like young guitarist who was English, the only one from can't remember, John Smith, but he's just great in his own right as a singer-songwriter. So really, it was all.
Natalie, can I just ask you this? Because I know
Yeah.
what you're like. I know that you have your self-doubt and all the rest of it. And I
Yeah.
know I live with it, how hard it can be. You do know this didn't happen by accident.
I think, well, you know, that's hard for me to answer. Why would you ask that?
Because I just
course,
wanna know.
Well, yeah, of course. I know it didn't happen by accident, but I feel that there's so much room for me to improve with music, and it was lucky that I got that as a starting point. Like, really lucky. And I'm just, I really want to sell like real music, as in like, you know, I'm so over everything that's commercial and everything that's happening, and it's like, I hope people buy into that and just understand that, if that makes sense. So for that reason, I think the musicians I work with were the right ones for that, because I've always been an artist that like plays and sings, but I've never rated myself as, you know, like.
So you're working with people like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And yet, funny enough, they rate you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a touch of luck and a touch of like maybe hard work as well on my part, but that's as far as I'll go. I'm not going to say
I'm not going to put you in a corner there.
because I just, if I thought I was happy with like how good I am, I think I'd just give up. So.
That would be the end of it.
Exactly, yeah.
Natalie, look in that camera. Well, say hi to anyone before you go, mate. Just wish peeps in Nottingham anything.
Big up to all. No, I'm not doing that. No.
Good
Hello.
for you.
Everyone, I'm just going to say hello. I'm going to say hello to everyone in Nottingham.
In the flesh.
Yeah.
When you see them.
Yeah.
Natalie, it's been a pleasure. As per.
Thank
Should we do this
you.
again in 3.5 years?
Yeah, in 3.5 years exactly.
I'll hold you to that.
Today, yeah. No, thank you. Thanks for having
With you,
me.
my darling. Always a pleasure.
It's getting much colder beyond the sky's bright light. I see why smoke fading beyond last summer's sun dissolving into honey. I let my lonely bones speak louder, and I can't tell the color of your eyes, but I feel them burn a fire through my skin, and the rain runs up and down my gutters, and you hang inside me. You build my sweet ruin. steel heart. And the rain runs up and down my curtains with tiny feet that I long to find. And I wish I knew you